Alright, time to go live again.
Sega.
Alright, just waiting for the game to get set up now, the battle. This is, let's see here. Just want to make sure we are good to go. Okay. Alright, come on, guys. Let's get going. I'm super ready to go for this. Alright, we're just waiting for MATTBAKER. And we will be ready to set this thing up. Alright, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, this is the conclusion of the 2018. Yes, I know. We're 2019, but this is still for 2018. The Grand Championship of the 2018 tournament for the 1v1 Grassy Flats. And in this tournament, we have gone through quite a few good players. And we are down to two really great players, Black LOTUS and MATTBAKER. Now, MATTBAKER won the winner's bracket, and Black LOTUS won the loser's bracket. So, here we go. This is, I think it's a best 2 out of 3, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just verify that. Alright, here we go. Invited to the game. Okay, so it is the best of 3 on this. So we will have up to 3 games here. So that is kind of cool as well. Failed to join. No response for host. Alright, let's try it again. Or maybe he dropped the game. Okay, so bear with us while we're getting the technicalities sorted out. All right, and let's see here. Don't know if Gunny is going to make it. He is still offline, so it might just be me as the commentator. So that is too bad that we don't have Gunny joining us, but we will manage on our own, I hope. So, once again, we're just waiting for building the anticipation for this here next match. Maybe they didn't have enough slots for spectators. It's always one thing, it's another, right, guys? All right, and don't forget to go ahead and leave your comments below. I will be checking the chat as we go along. So if you have any comments, any predictions, who do you think will win? Go ahead and put those down in that chat box so we can discuss. Who is your thoughts on who is going to win? Do you think it'll go to 3? Or do you think that somebody will just outright win it in 2 matches? If you have thoughts on that, go ahead and chat it below. Let's hear your thoughts. There looks like 5 viewers in the chat room. Now 6. So don't forget. Let me know who you think is going to win this match. All right, here we go. See if we can get joined up here. Now they're redoing it again. All right, here we go. And we are hopefully going to get in there. Okay. No response from host. Maybe somebody else is joining. Alright, we're just trying to find out why I can't join in. I'm going to go ahead and restart Steam. Let me go ahead and do that. So bear with me just a minute while I do restart Steam. You get to just listen to my lovely voice for a few more minutes. I know the anticipation is boiling in us all. But just be patient. Hold your horses and we can get this going. Alright. I am going to check one thing real quick. Just to see if it's something else going on. If we can't join. Should be able to, though. We shall see. Alright, let's find it. MATTBAKER. Yeah, it's already full. Yeah, apparently we got somebody joining the stream before I can, so we can't start because maybe somebody's seeing the password in the stream. So whoever's doing that, please don't join to spectate. There we go. Okay, so we had some little sneaky snake trying to sneak into the stream here, or into the game. So now we can get this battle going. So sorry for the delay, but we had a little sneaky snake trying to hold down the process. LOL, if you will. Alright, so here we go. We are ready and willing to go. Let's tell them I'm ready when they are so we can get this going. Alright, so we got Black Lotus and we got MATTBAKER. Two great players on the grassy flats. So, the rules in this tournament match are going to be 6 light infantry max, no artillery, 6 shooting cav max. Looks like they are using 1 raw unit. I don't know what the heck a 1 raw unit is. I don't know what that is. Let me ask. What is that? What is a raw unit? I have no idea. Okay, you guys are awfully quiet in the chat, so don't be shy. Go ahead. nobody will see you talking. They'll just see you typing. Okay, so they're talking about stretching one rifle. Okay, so they're agreeing to stretch one unit. So that's where you super stretch one of your light infantry. Okay, so they're both saying no. Okay, good. So I agree with that. I think stretching the units is kind of a lame-o thing because it makes them almost bulletproof. And quite frankly, it is lame-o. So here we go. All right, we do have somebody. Yasuka is putting in the chat militia bug. You're right. Militia stretching or rifle stretching, I think, is what they're speaking about. I think those are cheesy, goofy things to do. Because, again, it just makes them bulletproof. It takes away from the strategy of the game, takes it more down into tweaking and using the bugging of the game to win. All right. So they're just going over the last couple things, and here we go. Let's get into this. Yeah, exactly, Yaska. You're absolutely right. It's one single row line. It's just, to me, I think there's just no point in doing that. So I'm glad that they both agreed to not do that. So I think that will help just keep this a little more of a clean battle. A little more straightforward, too. I think that the stretching of them, again, it just makes it's hard to target and kill those units. I mean, it's ridiculous. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get through this setup. Looks like we are on MATTBAKER's side. He's going as Sweden. He's got 3 light dragoons on his left flank. He probably will. He's got all of his rifles pushed to his left flank, all 6 of them. He's got probably going to have 2 line at least on his left, and then the other 4 on the right. Yep, that's typical MATTBAKER. 3 light dragoons on the right, general's bodyguard in the center. This is standard MATTBAKER here. So, seems like a very cut forward, simple, easy thing to maybe look at defeating, but it's not as simple as you would first perceive. Obviously so, he beat everyone in the winner's bracket and became the winner of the winner's bracket, because he will shift and maneuver based on what his opponent does. He will adjust accordingly. So this is just because this is his basic starting formation does not mean he will simply keep to this push. He will shift and adjust accordingly. This is meant to keep the opponent off balance. Typically, the opponent will not know which side he's going to push, although the majority of the time he will push from his left. So you can either try to counter all your rifles versus his rifles, and that sometimes can be disastrous, because I almost think that's what he's wanting. And then he will slowly envelop with his lines on the right. All right, so we're just waiting for the beginning. Take a drink. All right, so they're both playing as Sweden. If let's see if Lotus has brought 2 General's bodyguards like he did the last time. All right, so right now he's got 2 goons on Matt Baker's left, 2 line. He's also got, looks like he's still hidden. Okay, all 6 of his rifles are in the center. He's got a militia in the center, a line, and so he's got 4 lines to match up against Matt Baker's 4 lines on the right. And then he's got 2 goons in the center, 2 in the right of Matt Baker, and 1's General's bodyguard. So basically it's the same army build, with the exception of Matt Baker. I'm sorry, Lotus has a militia, and maybe, yeah, he's got 2 militia. So that would be the difference. So he's got 1 more unit. So Matt Baker is going to have the speed because he's got all of his rifles on this flank, whereas Lotus has got to bring his over, and that's part of the bonus of bunching all your rifles to this flank. So slightly laggy, but kind of a manageable lag, I would think. They are pausing because of lag. All right, they're all right. So right now, as we're paused, we are looking at. You can see Matt Baker has all of his rifles. He is going to come under probably pressure from these 2 rifles coming on the flank, but even still, if he's able to get shots on these 3 right here, it'll be pretty rough. We might rehost because they're thinking it's a little laggy. Okay, so we're waiting. Okay, sorry about this, guys. Just one of the things they're wanting us to be as fluid as a match as possible, I guess. They're wanting me to ask input. All right, sorry guys, this is interrupting the flow of the game here, but we'll have to sort this out here. All right, so Enigma is going to leave the lobby so that we can get a little bit better connection. He'll watch probably through the stream. Alright. So let's prepare ourselves to restart, or to get going here again. So you can see what is going on. He is going to leave one of his rifles here to fend off these. So that means he's going to be going up 5 rifles to 6 rifles here. See, the thing about this is there's a lot of different ways you can combat this. So you can see MATTBAKER is going to be pushing further to the left with his rifles to keep pace away from these 2 reinforcing rifles. This is just going to allow him to continue to push the flank as he brings his his right wing over more to the center. So this is shifting everything leftward on MATTBAKER's left. So he is starting to wrap this flank here. He's got 3 rifles to basically hold, 3 to push now, and then he'll probably move the 2 line in the center, I would guess. And then, yep, that looks about what the gist of it is. I only know because I've faced him a whole bunch of times and have not gone well up against him. Lag does seem to have gone away. So here comes the first assault by MATTBAKER. He's going to get shots here. Shots are going to be fired one way or the other. So he's got two goons here to defend versus 3. And here goes the first shots. Might be... Here it goes. He's going to get shots on these goons with the rifle. He's probably going to shoot right through the line. Yep. That's what happened. That is actually, even though he got shot on his rifle, got down to 37. Now he's returned that favor, giving that center rifle a bit of a beating there. So they are even, and actually MATTBAKER's ahead on the rifle fight now. And he's actually shot up a little bit of the goons. Got 15 of these. You can see over here there's nothing going on this flank. So, after that exchange, MATTBAKER's going to pull back. As you can see here, Lotus is going to be forcing these 2 line forward. He feels good about the initial hit. Lotus is down to 29 on one of his rifles, 58 on the other. Whereas he's got 34... 59 and 51. So actually Lotus maybe is winning the rifle fight, but he took a loss of 15 goons over there. He did lose 2 here. Okay, so it looks like he's going to get ready to make another push. He's got this flank now. Over here, this is one thing you got to make sure to pay attention to. He's going to apply pressure to both flanks. He's got this flank starting to fold back as well. And then he now has open road. If he wants to absorb the damage, he can maybe push up on these rifles. He looks like he's going to get some shots in on these 2 light dragoons here, which he does. Oh gosh. Took him down to 37. He does get shot here. He's down to 53. But man, he put a beating on that guy. And this light dragoon is going to come up to support against that. Nothing really has happened over there except threats on the right flank. So here comes Lotus. He's bringing up his line. His line is already volleyed, so he's going to get shot by this light dragoon here. He does get opened up by that rifle. And it might... yeah, he does get shot there. He gets down to 59. So here comes now MATTBAKER is shifting 3 rifles over 1 line. It's pretty evenly matched right now. So what he did there is he put pressure on this flank as a diversion while he pushed this one, is to keep him microing over here so that he could get the hits that he wanted to get on this flank. Most of what he wants to accomplish is on this flank. Looks like he's going to try and push these rifles up a little bit. He is getting some hits on this line, but it's only 3 men. That's not much there. Okay. Starting to force this line over. And you can see again, he's wrapping these goons up on this flank. And he's going to push this far flank over here. You can see this whole center is completely open. He's going to take his general's bodyguard over to support this push. Let's see if we can get a look at what's going on without missing the other action on the other side. Okay, so he's got these 2 pushing on this one goon. He is going to probably get a shot on him. But he's got 2 goons coming over. But he'll be able to... here it comes. Will he charge? He got first shot. He's about to get hammered here. Now he's going to... Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be close over here. And he's got his 2 lines coming up now. Lotus did get the first shot on his light dragoon. So he's going to open up with this line. And then this line should get some shots as well. He needs to get this other line moving over to see... Oh, he does get a flanking shot. But it's not a good one. He only got a little bit of the line involved in it. Lotus's general is getting in there. This is looking like it might not go. Although he does get a shot here. Looks like one of... Oh yeah, MATTBAKER's goons did rout off there. This is not going to fare well. So he is pulling one of his goons out. Will he lose it? He's got his general there to support. Over here, it looks like he's got some skirmish fight going on over here. Doesn't look like it's that serious. A lot of wavering. Lotus did lose a goon here. He is about to lose another. It's a very tight fight here. And he did go into melee versus this line. And he just got a shot in the back on this one as well. And here comes in that another goon supporting. Got a good shot on this line. His general is down to 11 men. That's not good. He's got to get that general out of there. Okay, Lotus just lost. Looks like one more goon. He's going to lose another here. He might lose. Oh, he did flip that line around, and he's getting a shot on that goon. The other 2 goons are coming in. Crikey. He does get the general out of there. That was a risky move. Both these lines are wavering. Got quite a bit of a horse shortage here of all the dead horses everywhere. Alright. His general's hanging in there, giving some moral support. I don't see where Lotus's general went. Maybe he lost his... yes, he did. His general is routing off. That is a very bad thing, but it does look like Lotus's line did win the day over here. It looks like his general is trying to rally back, but his line is shattered. That goon does rout out for Lotus. So Lotus is down to 2 light dragoons. And he's got 1 line here, so he's outmatched in the line fight here. And he's going to get shot in the flank by both these lines. So he's got to get these 2 light dragoons, which are very depleted. So it's not like he's way over in the goon fight. They are very depleted. This is still very much a very open game. You can see that General's bodyguard for Lotus did come back. And it looks like he's going after his general. So, the fight over here on this flank is starting to heat up a bit. Here comes the light dragoons. They're going to get some shots on the rifles. Alright. They're going to decimate this rifle right here. I probably would have preferred Lotus to shoot the other one. Alright. The fighting is going on both sides. Looks like Lotus did lose a line here, as did MATTBAKER lost a goon. So he's down to one goon, one line. So he has the advantage over here on this flank with the light dragoon, but he is outmatched in the line by quite a bit. So rifle fight to Artist at this point, or Black Lotus, but the cav fight is way in MATTBAKER's favor here. And MATTBAKER looks like he is targeting the lines versus the rifles, which is probably a good move because Lotus also has the advantage in lines. As you can see, he's got 2 lines versus 1 right here. So he's trying to soften that up. He knows that if he takes away the lines, there's nothing to protect those rifles. So he's being very patient in the rifle fight, which is probably a very wise move. Alright, let's take a look over here. Looks like that was just that other unit that routed. Alright, so something he's got to watch, that rifle can shoot these goons. But it looks like these 3 goons are going to take shots on these this line right here. Let's take a look. Lotus is starting to maybe move the rest of his line in on MATTBAKER's right, I think. Yep, he's continuing to shoot down this line. Let's see. MATTBAKER's other light dragoon is coming all the way around over here at 25. He can really cause some problematic situations for Artist now. So speed is everything for him, and this is where that fighting and using that rifle to shoot down that line is really paying off dividends here. But man, Artist is really weighing down on his rifles. So this is a concern because I don't think MATTBAKER has the units to spare, because Artist definitely has more manpower. MATTBAKER needs to get this other line over here. You can see here he's down to 91 on this to 85. So he's going to now melee after it volleyed. And he's probably going to go straight into these goons. And then he can push in and come in behind. That's, I think, what he's going for. Looks maybe like what it is. Alright. Now he can just melee into these 2 light dragoons. Let's see. Artist is now going to be pushing. Everything that Artist does, he needs to be forcing and pushing. And it looks like MATTBAKER has dropped stakes to slow down that fight on that flank, which he did to me the other day. Okay, so Artist did route out that light dragoon of the 25. Here comes in 75. He should get a shot. He does. Oh god. And he is about to route out one of these rifles. Does get shot in the back right there. He's going to make another charge on these rifles. And he's got a line coming in as well. This is a very tight match in the cav fight here. 62 to 46. The cav fight has really just come down really close, but does look like Lotus's last cav has just routed out, but there goes one of Matt Baker's cav. So he's down to one cav of 56 men, and he has routed out one of the rifles of Lotus. That one can come back. Now here comes that line. Finally, it looks like it's coming in. You can see quite a bit of fighting has occurred over here. It's militia. It's like he's just going to go ahead and give it the melee. And that is what he's doing to route out these militia. Okay, this is looks like he's getting his rifles ready to make a push. He is. He's going to push right behind this pushing line. And he's going to continue to run down these rifles. Then all the routing men here is not going to bode well for the line here. All that disruption and morale drops is going to take from that. He might end up losing this cav here. And that would actually maybe flip this battle a bit. But it does look like Matt has pushed enough into him to maybe get that. And he can't push back any further because here comes Matt Baker's other line. So now those rifles that were pushing in behind are just going to come up and shoot. This is some of the problems that I have faced time and time again versus Matt Baker. Does look like he might get that rifle back, but it did route out again. They're too close to this cav. That's where that cav is just there to run down these men now. So this one looks like it's about wrapped up. So I think Matt Baker has got this one at this point. Alright, he has just got another cav charge trying to knock down this 99 line, which is routed out Matt Baker's 33 line there. Yep, this one is looks like it's pretty much over now. Alright, so the cav is gone. But the problem is now he is surrounded. There doesn't look like there's any chance for a comeback at this point. Alright, so let me just break this down. Lotus put up a great fight in here. I think the cav fight was honestly could have gone either way on that flank. It just happened to swing in Matt Baker's favor in there. And I mean, you can see that they routed. It was quite close. Let's be just point blank honest about it. Because one of Artis's goons routed with 40 men. So that was the difference maker. Because if he would have been able to keep that light dragoon in that fight a little bit longer, that could have flipped the cav fight the other way, and then we'd be talking about Lotus winning this match. So that's basically how close this match was, and you can see that on the kills here. Artist was very close in the kills, 870 to 1034. It's not that far off. Then you can see here where the lion's share of the kills came in. Looks like he actually did spread it out quite a bit. Now, Lotus, Matt Baker does not seem to get great kill counts out of his rifles. Most of that's going to come from his light dragoons that I've noticed. So anyways, very good game there. Very hard fought match. So first match goes to Matt Baker. So now, okay. So let's take a look here and see. Um, yep. So Matt Baker just the the cat fight he saw the same way. It could have gone either way. Definitely could have. So let's see if how this one matches up. Brief moment. We're going to have a little brief intermission between matches. Um, all right. Okay, 10 minutes for the next match. So let's go ahead and end the stream right here. We will be back in 10 minutes, so a brief intermission, and we will do the next match. Before we go, though, what did you guys think of the match? Was it what you thought? Did you think who won would win? Let me know in the comments below. What did you think? I honestly, I didn't know. I mean, I have a lot of respect for both players. I would say that on the grassy flats, Matt Baker is probably the one that I would think has a little bit better advantage. If we're talking a terrain map, I would give that edge to Black Lotus, hands down. Black Lotus is one of the best players on terrain maps in the game, with probably Aquila and Cappy being also equally as good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end the stream here for a minute, and we will see you back in about 10 minutes.